Welcome, Taurus, to your beginning of the month reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please hit that big old like button and subscribe. Okay, welcome, Bull Gang. Let's see what's going on with you in the beginning of April. Best messages coming out. We are getting ready for our solar eclipse. Ooh, those readings will be out right after this one. And we are getting ready for Mercury retrograde, so everybody hold tight, right? Okay. Let's see, and I'll get those readings out as well. It's going to be a busy month for readings this month, just like last month. So I'm going to try my hardest to push that Mercury retrograde in as soon as possible. Pushing, yeah, that's exactly it. I'm pushing. Okay, let's see. Best messages coming out for the beautiful Taurus. Beautiful Taurians. Page of Pentacles coming out. Reflection and manifestation. Skill development, ambition. Let's just see where that's going. I mean, that's what the card means, okay, guys? So it could even be this news and information coming from another earth sign. Does not have to be an earth sign, but he is holding that stable pentacle in his hand. So there's some kind of stable news coming in, some kind of stable offer. Clarify on the situation for beautiful Tauruses. Ace of Swords, mental clarity, something that's going to give you a breakthrough, something that's going to make you understand something with new ideas, something that's also going to make you want to juggle and weigh options, something that's going to make you have to have a decision, Taurus. What is the decision? Ace of Wands. Oh my gosh. So he's holding the Ace of Pentacles. You have the Ace of Swords. You're throwing around that pentacle. So that pentacle comes with a lot of decisions. Okay, so whatever this news is, it's news. It's a message, it's news, it's information. It's going to make you toss around things. You might even have, might have to make some time management, for this situation. Okay, to where you might feel like you're weighing your options, looking at, other decisions, things that are going to make you think, right, with the Ace of Swords. But it's going to be this opportunity that you do not want to miss. 3 aces. You know it's 3 aces because he's holding an ace. He's holding that opportunity. So you've got this new project, this new opportunity coming. You do not want to miss this opportunity, and you know it. You got 3 aces there, and you're juggling around that stuff. You know you want that. It's just, how am I going to attain this? Do I have to use my time wisely to do so, right? Will I have to juggle around something so that I can get to where I'm going? Let's say that somebody says, hey, look, I got these concert tickets, let's go. And you're like, oh my God, I'm going to have to change shifts with somebody else because I want to go with you, but I'm on schedule that day. So I'm, need to change shifts, or I need to ask for that day off, or somebody needs to watch the kids, or, you know what I mean? Or I'm taking on this new side job, side hustle, and it's going to make a lot of money. I need to figure out how I'm going to work this out with my sleep schedule, kids schedule, the life schedule, right? Whatever it is. Okay, let's see what's going on up here. Let me look at these cards though really fast. This is something that you were waiting for it to come in, Taurus, that you had lack of faith in. You pretty much know what this is. This is something that could have been from somebody from long distance. You might be waiting for somebody from long distance to come through. You could have been some kind of a message that's coming in that you've been waiting a long time. You might even started withdrawing from the situation or lost faith within the situation of this happening. And now all of a sudden it's like, here it comes. And this is going to make you very ambitious to want to get this done, to take this offer. Or this was the truth that you were seeking, no matter what the situation is. Okay, so this is definitely something you were kind of lacking faith in happening. It's like, I didn't think this was actually going to happen. I was actually kind of distancing myself away from the situation, stop thinking about the situation, and then boom, here it comes. Why? Because you lost faith. You lost faith that that was going to actually happen, or, anything was going to happen. Excuse me. Okay. So go ahead and clarify on the Ace of Swords. Tell us what's going on. This is going to allow you to build something, or it's just something that you've been really worried about, something you really wanted it to work. It's like, I wanted this to work out. I put my mind, body, and soul to the situation, but I just kept thinking this is not going to happen, right? There could have even been a lot of gossip or bad information about this situation for some of you, and that could have also made you pull back from that situation as well. But yeah. Might even felt yourself as becoming a little bit stubborn about the situation, because, you know, how is it that, how do you say that, right? It's almost like maybe I was so stubborn and so obsessed with the situation at one time. I wanted this to work. But then for some of you, I just have to say that some of you, I seen 2 cards of gossip in here. I put it back because I was like, I don't want to hear about no gossip, but now it's telling me I have to take it. So whatever. Because somebody could have been talking about this situation, telling you it wasn't a good job, it's not a good opportunity, or this is never going to happen, you know, however it is, and talking down about about this thing that you want to have happening. But now it's saying, no, this is, so, and it does feel like you got really stubborn about the situation. It does feel like at one point you really did put your foot down and, you know, tried to become very domineering, like this is going to happen. But then you lost faith within that situation. It was like, maybe they're right. You know, maybe they're right. Maybe this is not going to happen. You know, maybe it wasn't all talk. Maybe it was, you know, or maybe this other person that I'm waiting for, maybe it was all talk through them and the other person was right. There's some kind of gossip or something going on. Where you just felt that it was not going to happen. Maybe you even tried to manipulate the situation in some ways, Taurus, to make it work in your favor, and it didn't work either. You're right. It's like, I tried to manipulate the situation in my own ways, and by being stubborn and rigid, and you know what, and then it still didn't happen. So, you know, yeah, right. It still shit didn't happen, but now here it comes, and you're like, what? So were you manipulating a manifestation? Like, how do you manipulate a manifestation? Well, Taurus will figure it out, right? Okay, so here we go. Common words, man. It's about the wording, okay? Anyway, so, but no, all of a sudden now this is like crazy, because now it's coming in. It's like where you lost faith. You have all this courage, and you're sitting now in your subtle power, like, but I think it's kind of crazy. Can I just say this? It is crazy. It's almost like at one time you believed this was going to happen so bad, right? I mean, maybe you even manipulated yourself to believe that this is going to happen. I'm going to tell you so, right? I'm going to tell them, how dare they say this isn't going to happen? How dare they gossip about my stuff? I told them something, and now they're going to go around going, she's crazy. That's never going to happen. And now it is. And I just have to say that for some of you, you're literally going to run out there, Taurus, and say, I told you so. I told you so. I told you that was going to happen. Even though you lost faith within the situation, I still think, you know what? It's crazy though. Because there's something still in the back of something in the back of your mind that just always made you believe that that was going to happen no matter what. Right? Even when you lost faith and lost trust, you're just kind of like, man, but I know it's going to happen. I just know it. But then you're saying, no, I guess it's not going to happen. You know what I mean? I having that inner conflict. But now that it's coming through, it's almost like, I told you so. And maybe it's just you telling yourself, right? Maybe it's you telling yourself before you go running out telling others, or maybe it's you telling them and yourself, however. But it's definitely going to be that place where it's, I told you so, whether it's out to the world or to yourself, or maybe it's to yourself, but out loud where everybody in the world can hear you. You're like, what are you talking about? I told myself. This is the biggest yes card. Yes. And you have Leo all over this reading. You guys could have heavy Leo in your chart as well. Or you're waiting on a Leo for information. But whatever it is, this is going to bring in that overall celebration. This is the time that you're going to be jumping up and down And that's because this is the I told you so moment. Because the truth is out. This is it. It's here. This is the blessing. This is the warmth. This is the sun. It all comes to light, and now it's here. And this is just going to bring you in that success that you've been waiting. Oh my God, with the Two of Cups. For some of you, it's a beautiful love that you've been waiting for, this message from this love. For some of you, right? But this is where you're going to feel like you have this swift change. If it's a new job, it was like, this is it. And somebody at work would be like, they're never going to hire you, you know, and then you give up and, right? But then you're like, I told you so, you know. But this is like, you know, it's like the results. Here comes the end results of what you were manifesting, what you were wanting, right? And it's all coming in very quickly. You might even have some air travel. Maybe you're going to be traveling. Maybe you know, been waiting for this hotel, right, to not be, you know, you're waiting for some vacancy, right? And for them to be able to open up so that you can have vacancy. Maybe it's a cruise ship and they're overpacked. Who knows? But anyways, however it is, this is like, because you had the wishful thinking, this is like going to bring in that. But I do feel like at one time when you lost faith, you might have been like, it's an illusion, never mind. I disillusioned myself. This is not going to happen. It's just all pretend, right? But then all of a sudden it's like, no, it's happening. And that's why you're jumping for joy. You were trying to seek some kind of personal closure to the situation. The world says, no, there's no personal closure to the situation. This is not completed. This is incomplete because it's actually happening for you. So it almost feels like, Taurus, like you said, that's it. I'm going to seek closure to this because it's not happening. I've waited too long for this situation. So you, as you're trying to seek personal closure, there's shortcuts too. I just seen that because it was like manipulating your manifestation. I swear somebody out there is trying to manipulate that to come faster. I don't know if that really works or not, but good job on that one though, right? But and no matter what the situation is, it's saying there was no closure. So even when you kind of gave up faith, it was already in the making. It was already in the woodworks. Like the universe was already pushing everything towards you. It's already, the web is already built, right? Charlotte already got that almost done. Building that web. So there was none, right? It's all blessing. It's all coming. So now you might even go out heavy partying. You might go get drunk, right? It's like, woohoo, let's go get drunk, right? I'm so happy that I could literally get drunk, you know, and have a good time, party, you know, and have a little bit of overindulgence, go eat a cheesecake, a whole one by myself, right? However it is, but it does feel like it is a time of celebration and having a really good time within the situation. I am not worried about the Three of Cups in reverse at this point, because this point right here is saying you are having such a good time and you deserve that because you finally got what you wanted, right? You see what I'm saying? It's just like, let's pop that bottle of wine and drink the whole damn thing because you don't understand what just happened, right? I mean, literally, like when I say it was a blessing with the sun, I wasn't, you know, there's like, this is no joke, right? You're definitely knowing where you're going. The journey of what it is you want is on its way. You have just entered a new cycle within your life and you are on a new journey into a new chapter of your life. And, you know, this is time to celebrate, my friends, you know, even if it's by yourself, right? So absolutely. It was something that had to do with some kind of personal transformation that might have taken a lot for you. You might have had to do such things. You guys might have been on some kind of dark night of the soul journey. You could have been on a twin flame journey. Those are both horrifying, right? Because they have to make you change. These are not just butterfly effects, butterfly changes. These are phoenix changes, right? I had to burn myself to the ground and get myself back up. So you might have just felt like this was the delay of a disaster that now you are seeing coming all together because of the personal transformation that you have completely taken, mind, body, and soul over here, right? And you are definitely seeing the fruits of your labor, my son. Oh my gosh. Wow. I mean, I just see the luxury and the rewards and the self-sufficiency. And I mean, being next to the sun right there, I mean, it's just like the Nine of Pentacles literally coming off the sun right there is just like, you got to be kidding me. I mean, if you guys just, you know, if you've built something a new business or something, it is booming, right? I mean, it's taking off, If it's this love, I mean, they're coming in, hot and heavy type of situation, whatever it is that you're looking for. I'm telling you right now, this is the potential. This is going to make you feel like that free spirit that you've been waiting for. That peace that's been like driven deep down within your soul, but you knew somewhere that this could be a huge possibility. But even though I gave up, God, the universe didn't give up on me. They heard me and they knew that that potential for that door to open was there for me, and they're giving me my manifestation. Wow, that almost makes me want to cry. This news is so exciting. I mean, the Page of Wands is so much excitement, that you could literally jump up and down and cry. That's why I said I'm not worried about the Three of Cups in reverse, because literally you could be popping a bottle of something, some kind of alcohol. This is like winning the Super Bowl type of scenario, for you. That's that shock. The Tower in reverse is so much shock. You literally could pee yourself. I'm not even kidding over here, right? Yeah, I mean, you're becoming the emperor. I can't, you can't make this up. You're becoming the empress. I don't care if you're male or female. And this was all justified within the universe. I said it though, too. It didn't matter anymore because you already put it out there and it was a door that was good for you. You manifested it. You did all the work. You did everything you knew you did. But then when things weren't coming together, it just was like holding you back. And then you just got to the place where it's just like, I feel like this. I just feel like I don't think it's going to happen. So the despair comes through, and it was just almost like the perfect timing. But I just feel like in the back of my head, like you could hear that little friggin' ego piece of your mind just sitting there going, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But then you can hear this other piece of your head says, don't listen to them. This is so going to happen. You're so going to like, you know what? This is like, I'm going to tell you it's going to happen. You know what I mean? So you have two little minds over here. It's like your intuition is just like, it's going to happen. But you're just like, nah, it's not going to happen. And it's like, it's happening. Okay, and it comes with this huge happy surprise. And for some of you, it's new love. It's a good job. It's waiting, I mean, look at that. And it's something you've been focusing you've been focusing on for a long time. Having the victory coming in. Something that, I've held all my hope, all my faith on. But yes, even though I started giving up, it was okay because judgment was called. Wow, these cards are ridiculous. I mean, just ridiculous. Ridiculous. And I think at that time, there could have been a time too where you felt like, because everything is so hidden, you just felt like, okay, that's it. You know what? And maybe some of you did, you were taking in moderation, but you might have also felt like, you know what, maybe I just self-sabotaged myself too much and now I'm not going to get this. But that wasn't the truth. The truth has been hidden through the moon the whole time. The Temperance says it was all about being patient, being sensible, and having moderation within your life, understanding and finding the meaning of waiting. Some of you, you're waiting for that perfect moment. People want to sit over here and say, oh, well, manifestation doesn't work because we have to wait for perfect timing. But listen, if you're dealing with someone else and they have other shit to do, what, you think they're just like the universe is going to make them drop everything in the world that they're doing at this time just so they can just run to you? That doesn't happen. They have to be ready. You have to be ready. Everybody has this thing to do. Same with a business. It's kind of like walking into a business and say, I want that guy's job. You can't just walk in and just take someone's job. You have to wait until that job is open. You have to wait to fire him. Oh, wait, you think you're just going to be like, Jeff, I'm sorry, you suck at your job. You're done. I'm bringing Carla in to take your job. Yeah, right. No, if you really want to work there, you're going to have to wait. You have to wait for an opening. That's what happened to my husband when he worked at Maddich, the trucking company. He wanted to work there so long, but they never had any openings. He had to wait 10 years, and finally they were open. So he worked at one job for 10 years, and then had to wait for an opening at the next job. And finally it was open. That guy, he retired, and he took his job. He was so happy. But he was like, man, I hope they, I hope I do this. I really want that. I really want that. Yeah, 10 years later, it opened. It's because it was a door that was open for him. He just has to wait. You know, you're not going to manifest things that are never meant for us. If those doors are not meant to open, then they're not going to happen. But for something in your head over here, Taurus, you're like, but I have a feeling. I just have this damn feeling this is meant for me. I don't know why. And not knowing why is the biggest reason why we know it's meant for us. When you don't understand why something keeps popping up, that's more than likely good for you. When you have all the reasons why, a lot of times it's not good, right? I don't know why that works like that. See, I don't know why, because that's the whole point. So something in your head just kept saying, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why this would be good, but I know it's coming. Wow. Beautiful reading, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.